The Yankees are tied for MLB best 20 wins this season, which includes 12 wins in the Bronx. They kick off their series with the Toronto Blue Jays tonight at Yankee Stadium. And joining us is the host of Pinstripe Perspective, Sweeny Murti. Now, Sweeny, the Yanks are 8-2 in their last 10 games, and they're coming off a game where Nestor Cortes Jr. balled out and threw a no-no for 7 1/3 innings. They're hot, but are they the team to beat in the AL East and the American League?
Yeah, a little too early to tell, Brandon. It's only a month into the season, but they're playing well. Listen, you get off to a good start. You can then withstand maybe a little slump later in the year, but they're playing as well as they possibly can with a lot of things working right. They're pitching outstanding, and I think that's one of the big things. Nestor Cortes is part of that, where I think there were questions about how good the Yankees staff is, but they pitched really well last year. I think that got lost. What hurt them last year was their inability to score. And this year they're backing it up again with the pitching. Their bullpen is outstanding. They're getting good starting pitching. They probably have played a softer part of their schedule. That helps, but they're beating who's on their schedule. They're winning every series. They've won every series except one against the Orioles in the second week of the season. They split a 4-game series with Toronto. Otherwise, they've won every series, and they're getting big hits and big pitching. They're playing good defense. There aren't a lot of things going wrong for the New York Yankees a month into the season.
All right, you mentioned the pitching. The pitching's hot, but the schedule is going to get harder. What about the Yankees' offense? They've only scored 6 runs in the last 4 games. Could this be a concern towards the middle and the end of the season?
I think you always look at offense as something that's going to go through hot and cold streaks. And right now, the Yankees are in a little bit of a cold streak. You mentioned 6 runs in 4 games. Here's the thing, though. Good teams manage to win some of those games. And that's what the Yankees have done. In those 4 games, the Yankees are 2-2. They got a walk-off home run from Gleyber Torres in one of the games of the doubleheader over the weekend, and they got a big hit from Anthony Rizzo for a 1-0 victory. This is how teams that struggle offensively manage to still win games. A year ago, the Yankees might have gone 0-4 in those games. Now they're 2-2. They're weathering the storm while they go through a little mini offensive slump and figure out how to get it going again. The weather's getting warmer. The weather's getting nicer. The Yankees are going to play a lot of games in a row under hopefully more ideal conditions. So I think that's what they look forward to as they try to get their bats a little bit more consistently as they were earlier in the year.
They're weathering the storm, and they're repping BX in the process. And you all can hear more from Sweeny, so check out the Pinstripe Perspective on SNY.TV. Sweeny, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Brandon.